Hi everybody, and welcome to Wendy's Creative Corner. On a previous video I showed you how I organized or was going to organize my Smashbook so I could start creating, and I've done so, and I'd like to show you my first few pages that I've made. So when I open the book, as I've showed you before, I've left this as is, although I've just included with Recollections mini stickers a title that says A Day in the Life of 2012. So that just represents every day, any day that I feel that it is a moment in which I'd like to journal and photograph. So the first page of my Smashbook is Valentine's Day. It's February 14th, and this here is a picture of 3 white roses that my son purchased for me for Valentine's Day and had them delivered to my office, and I thought it was very, very sweet of him. He also went out of his way and had 1 rose delivered to my mom, which is obviously his grandmother. So as you can see here, I've just included the card in which was attached, and it's his own writing, so certainly had to keep that. Again, the papers in my Smashbook are all, they could be old collections, new collections, but they are just out of my scraps. So what I've done is I've used a little bit of Mr. Huey's at the top and at the bottom here, and then because this Smashbook is not supposed to be perfect, I went and it outlined, and you'll probably see this throughout the album, outlined around the pages in the black ink marker, sorry, and Mercy Tierra does this quite often in her scrapbooking. So I've just used a date stamp. Here's again piece of scrap, and I have to thank Patty for this. I just used the negative from a scrap that I had and left the hearts there. This is a really old button of some kind. Can't even tell you where it's from. Use a little bit of washi tape. Right here, I Love You With All My Heart is a stamp from Pure Innocence, which I stamped, and then I just have a pull-out journaling tag, and it indicates pretty much the story that I mentioned. And on a funny note, obviously when I came home and I thanked him for the flowers, his comment to me was, you know, Mom, he says, I didn't realize how expensive flowers were. He says, otherwise, you know, I would have gotten you a box of chocolates to go along with that. So being that he's 18, I thought that was very, like I say, very sweet and very thoughtful of him. So this is the first page in my Smashbook. Now I'll just cover up the second one here. So the second page in my Smashbook is right here, and again just use some pattern paper and outline the pattern paper with my black marker. Here I've used a Martha Stewart label, and the stamp here, Petty Time, is from a stamp set from My Creative Time. I used a brad here, which I had in my stash, and this circle chevron is from the new Studio Calico kit. Just use some washi tape. Again, this label here is also from that Studio Calico kit for the month of May, and I've just stamped the date, March 28th, 2012. And obviously, as you can see here, I've went ahead and had a pedicure done. So my title was just done in thickers, and it just says Resort and Spa. And then down below, again, I just used those Recollections little stickers, and it says Cedar Meadows, and that's the name of the spot. And again, I just used some washi tape here and here, a different kind. So I'll give you a, sorry for the glare, here's a closer up. And then the last page I'm going to show you, just do this, is this page here, and what I've done is just applied a piece of Stampin' Up! Cardstock, and I've distressed all the edges of the pattern paper. The pattern paper, I believe, is October Afternoon paper, pattern paper. I've inked around the edges, again used my black marker and drew around the exterior of the cardstock. The snapshot is actually a die cut from the silhouette, and it did say snapshots, and I just cut off the S. I've got a button here, and this card here is from, I believe it's Jenny Bolin. Again, used some washi tape, and again a Martha Stewart label, and just dated this March 28th. And I'll just read you what I've journaled, and I think I really like the idea of having this smash book because I don't really journal a lot on any of my scrapbook layouts. I'm not a fan of my cursive writing. Printing is not bad when I take the time, you know, I can manage fine. But I really like the idea that it's my own handwriting. I wouldn't do it on my layouts because I'm too, you know, it's got to be perfect. But I don't mind doing it in here because it's not supposed to be perfect. So what I wrote here is on March 28th, a Brinks tractor trailer carrying over $3 million in coin hit a rock cut on Highway 11, spilling the uncirculated Canadian coins all over the highway. The accident triggered a chain of collisions. The highway remained closed for approximately 2 days as crews cleaned the scene. When security measures were lifted and the highway reopened, many residents went out with shovels, rakes, and magnets. Paul and the kids managed to pick up about $100 worth of coin. So this picture here that I have is actually the picture of the coins that they brought home. So they went down and to see what was left from the accident scene. Obviously, the machinery that they had out there was a huge bulldozer with a magnet at the end of it. Tried to collect as much coin as they could over the course of the 2 days. And again, we had some snow at that time. So there was a lot of people that managed to walk away with some greater amounts of money than what we did. But anyway, needless to say, it was fun for Paul and the kids to go out and do that, and they scored a few extra bucks that they may necessarily not have had. So this picture is just an Instagram picture that I printed out. And again, as I said, this is the coins that they picked up. So anyway, these are my first 3 pages of my smash book, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm really happy with the way my pages are turning out. It's a lot different than maybe a lot of the other smash books that I've seen. A lot of them are more inspirational, whereas I'm kind of using this, as I said, to use instead of the Project Life. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my first few pages of my smash book, and until the next time, we'll see you later. Bye now.